Okay, let's take question number one. Let's take question number one as it is stated on the board. In a class of 45 students, 28 offer chemistry and 25 offer biology. If each student offers at least one of the two subjects, calculate the probability that a student selected at a random from the class offers chemistry only. Okay? Yeah. Let's go by the way of interpretation. The universal sets, okay, is given as 45 students. Okay, this class contains 45 students, and if you look at this, if you go by the way of drawing Venn diagram, and this Venn diagram, we actually have two circles because we are dealing with two set of people that offer biology, or students that offer biology, and students that offer chemistry, or both. So let's B represent biology and C represent chemistry. We are not told the number of students that offer both. Let it be X, okay? But we are told that 28 offer chemistry. It does mean that if X is the numbers of students that offer both chemistry and biology, so 28 minus X will be the numbers of students that offer chemistry only. And going further, we are told that 25 offer biology. Same way, it does mean that 25 minus X offer biology only. Because among students that offer biology, we can still find students that offer biology and still offer chemistry. And those are the students that fall in the regions of intersection. Okay? So from here now, we can go further and find the value of X by adding up this, and this, and equate it to 45, because we are told that in the class we have 45 students. So if in the class we have 45 students, and we know that 25 minus X offer biology, and plus X offer biology and chemistry, that is both, then plus 28 minus X, that is students that offer only chemistry. The sum of all this will give us 45. That is the numbers of students in the class, right? And with this, minus X will take care of plus X. And we are left with this 28 plus 25. That will give us what? That will give us 53. So we have 53. We have 53 minus X, okay, equal to 45. So from here, if you collect the like term, you have minus X equal to 45 minus 53. That will give us minus, this will be equals to minus 8. So you have minus X equals to minus 8. If you divide both sides by minus 1, you have minus 1, this over minus 1, and minus 1 we cancel minus 8. Then you have minus cancel minus 8. You have your X to be equal to what? 8. So you have 8 students offering both biology and chemistry. So, and from this information, then you can know the numbers of students that offer chemistry by calculation. So numbers of chemistry only, numbers of C only. You know, we represent students that offer chemistry, well, denoted by C, right? Numbers of C only will be equal to 28 minus X, okay, which is equal to 28 minus 8, that's 20, okay. And with that, we are asked to find the probability of that the student selected at random from the class offers chemistry only. Now the probability of a student selected from the class offer chemistry only, that is C only, is equals to the number of students that offer chemistry only, which is 20, okay, all over the total number of students in the class, which is 45. And you know, 20, you know, 5 here, 4, 5 here, 9, and that gives you 4 all over 9. We actually find 4 all over 9 among the options. Question number 2, we asked to simplify. We asked to simplify root 2, open brackets, root 6 minus, sorry, plus 2 root 2, close brackets, minus 2 root 3. Okay? To simplify this, first and foremost, clear up this bracket. And if you clear up it, you have this to be equal to root 2 times root 6, that will give us root 12. Okay? Root 2 times 2 root 2, that will give us 4. Because root 2 multiplied by root 2 will give you 2. Okay? And 2 multiplied by 2, that will give you 4. So from here, you have this. Okay? You have this. And you know 12, root 12 can still be expressed as, that's root 4 multiplied by 3. And of course, you know that root 4 is equals to 2, which will give us root 2, sorry, 2 root 3. 2 root 3. Therefore, you have 2 root 3 here. Okay? And the 2 multiplied by this 4, that will be what? 8 root 3. So, minus 2 root 3. So, what is common? The root 3 is common. Therefore, you have 8 minus 2 into brackets root 3. And this will give you 6 root 3. So you actually find this among the options. Yeah, let's take a look at question number 3. In the question number 3, we are given a diagram. We are given this diagram. And we are told that in the diagram, NQ is parallel to TS. That is, this line is parallel to this line. Okay? And we are told that the angle enclosed by RTS is equal to 50. Okay? This angle is equal to 50. And the angle enclosed by PRT is equal to 100. Now we have to find the value of the angle enclosed by NPR. The angle enclosed by NPR. Okay? This angle. We have to find the value of this angle. Okay? Now you know that from the sums of angles on a straight line, since this angle is on a straight, this angle and this angle is on a straight line, it does means that if you call this angle, let's call this angle x, okay, and you know that if you add this and this together, it will give you 180. So 100, that's question number 3. 100 plus x, okay, is equals to 180 degree, okay, and the reason is that sum of angles on a straight line, okay. So if you make x the subject of formula, this will give you x to be equal to 180 minus 100, which will be equal to 80 degree. So if here is 80 degree, yes, and it's 80 degree, and you know that this angle plus this angle plus this angle gives you the sum of angles in a triangle, in this triangle. Okay, so call this y, call this y. Therefore, y, and also y plus x plus 50 is equals to 180 degree. So the reason is sum of angles in a triangle. Okay, right? So this will give you, you know, we have found s to be equals to what? 80. So you have y plus 80 plus 50 equals to 180 degree. Of course. And straight away you have your y to be equals to what? 80 plus 50. That will give you what? That will give you 130. So you have 180 minus 180 degree minus 130 degree. Of course, this will be equals to 50 degree. So y is equals to 50 degree. Yes. And if you look at this angle and this angle, because this and this line is parallel to this, a line that touches, a straight line that touches both will be forming an alternative angle. So here will be an alternative angle to this. This angle will be an alternative angle to this. In other words, it just means that angle y will be equal to this angle. Okay? So if here is 50 degree, you have found here to be 50 degree, automatically here will be 50 degree. All right? And if you look at this angle and this angle we are looking for, yes, it's giving us sum of angles on a straight line as well. So therefore, you have your angle enclosed by NPR at P plus 50, right? Plus 50 degree is equals to 180 degree. And what's the reason? Sum of angles on a straight line. Okay, that's the reason. And if you make this the subject formula, you have angle enclosed by NPR at P to be equals to 180 degree minus 50 degree, and you have 130. You have it to be equals to 130 degree. So that's the final answer. That's the value of angle enclosed by NPR at P. Now let's take question number 4. In question number 4, we are asked to simplify the expression a square b raised to power 4 minus b square a raised to power 4 all over ab open bracket a plus b close bracket. Okay, so you have a square b raised to power 4 minus b square a raised to power 4 all over ab a plus b. Okay, this is equals to, now the numerator, as concerning the numerator, you have to find the highest common multiple of this and this. Okay, and that will be a square b square. Okay, so a square b square in this will give you b square, and a square b square in this will give you what? Minus a square. Then you have ab open bracket a plus b. Okay, and ab we take care of ab. You are left with ab here, right? So that you have ab all over b square minus a square all over a plus b. Okay, don't forget this is a difference of two square, and you can re-express it as ab, then open brackets b plus a. Okay, close bracket and open another bracket b minus a. All right, all over b a plus b. Okay, and a plus b, this bracket we cancel this, and we are left with ab. We are left with ab into brackets b minus a close brackets. Yeah, this is the same thing as ab square minus a square b. So let's look at the next question. That's question number 5. Find the sixth term of sequence 2 all over 3, 7 all over 15, 4 all over 15. Now, from this information we have in the question, you know that the first time, which is denoted as a, is equals to what? 2 over 3. Now you will need common difference. And how do you get common difference? Just take two consecutive terms. Take two consecutive terms and subtract one from the other. So let me say first time and second time, right? If you subtract first time from second time is what? 7 all over 15, then minus the first time, which is 2 all over 3. That will give us, because 15 will be the lowest common multiple. Then you have 15 and 15, that's 1.77, and 3 and 15, that's 5, 5 and that's 5 times 2, that's 10. So you'll be having your common difference to be equal to minus 3 all over 15. And minus 3 all over 15 is the same thing as minus 1 all over 5. So that's your common difference. And having done that, yeah, you go ahead and state the n term of a sequence, which is given as n term of a sequence is equal to the first term plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. And if you apply this, inserting this, all what we have into this, you have, all right, so we have a sixth term of this sequence is equal to what's the common out the first term. First term is 2 over 3, right, plus n minus 1, that's 5. 5 multiplied by combining into the open bracket the common difference, which is minus 1 over 5. Okay, straight away 5 will be here or 5 here, so we are left with 16 equals to 2 over 3 minus 1, because this is 1 over 1, right? Just to find the LCM of this and this, okay? So the LCM is 3, and you have 3 in 3, 1, 3, then 1 times 2 times 2, okay? 1 in 3, 1, I mean 3, 3 times 1 as 3. So you have a minus 2 all over 3 as the sixth term of the sequence, right? Right, let's take question number 6. The diagonal of a square is 60 centimeters, and we have to calculate its perimeter, okay? Let's illustrate it. So you have the square, right? And you have this diagonal to be equal to 60 centimeters, okay? Also, this is equal to uh, 60 centimeters. And take note, this has formed angle 90 degrees, okay? Right? So that all the four triangles we are having in the diagonal are right angle triangles. So you have this. Since the whole thing here is 60 centimeters, half of it will be what? Will be 30 centimeters. Half of it will be 30 centimeters. You have 30 centimeters here. You have 30 centimeters here. Okay. Call this L. Okay. Call this L. Right? And of course, you know that since you are dealing with square, the length here is equal to the length here and is equal to the length here. All the sides are equal, right? As for square. So let's now use the Pythagoras theorem to find what L is. So L square is equal to 30 square plus 30 square. All right. And L square is equal to 30 square 1 plus 1. To factor out 30 square, right? And that gives you 2. Sorry, 2 square. Sorry, that gives you 2. Okay. So therefore, you have L. If you take the square root of both sides, you have L to be equal to 30 square open bracket 2, so that you have L to be equal to 30, because square root cancels square root here, and you are left with 30 root 2, okay? 30 root 2 centimeter, right? If L is equal to 30 root 2 centimeter, it does mean that the perimeters of this square is equal to the perimeter. The perimeter is equals to, right? Is equals to 4 times L, which is equals to 4 times 30 root 2, and that will give you 120. That will give you 120 root 2 centimeter, and that's the final answer. Okay, let's take a look at question number 7. Question number 7. We asked to find the root of, okay, the roots of a quadratic equation are minus 1 over 2 and 2 all over 3. And we have to find the quadratic equation. Now, if the root of the quadratic equation is minus 1 over 2 and 3 and 2 all over 3, just means that if the quadratic equation is written in x, so x will be equal to minus 1 over 2, or x is equal to 2 over 3. Okay? Now from here, just bring this value, bring this now from here, just bring this value from this side to this. Now from here, you can equate your equations to 0, right? Equate everything to 0. So you have x plus 1 all over 2 equal to 0. Or x minus 2 over 3 equal to 0, right? And it just means that if this equal to 0 and this equal to 0, if you multiply it together, of course it will give you 0. So therefore, you have x plus 1 all over 2 in brackets, and also x minus 1 and 2 all over 3 in brackets. With the product of both, will give you 0. Okay? And from here, you can you can distribute this over this, so that you have x distributed over x minus 2 over 3, and also plus 1 over 2 distributed over x minus 2 over 3, so equal to 0. And if you multiply this by this will be giving you x squared, and you have minus 2x all over 3 and plus x all over 2 and minus 2 all over 6 equal to 0. Okay, if you look at it very well, the lowest common multiple of this and this I mean this denominator and this denominator and this denominator is 6. Therefore, multiply the whole equation by 6. Okay, and if you do that, that will give you 6x squared minus 3 divided by 6. That will give you what? 2. And 2 times 2x, that will give you 4x. Then you have 2 and okay. Now, if you look at this equation very well, now looking at this equation, to simplify or to now looking at this equation, so now looking at this equation to take care of all the fractions, look at the denominators. You have 3, you have 2, you have 6. The lowest common multiples of all the denominator is 6. Okay. Therefore, you multiply the whole equation by 6 just to take care of the fractions, right? And 6 multiplied by 6 is x raised to power 2. That will give you 6x squared, right? Then 6 multiplied by this, that will give you, because 3 is 2. 2 times 2x, that will give you what? 4x, right? 2 in 6, that is 3. 3 times x, that will be plus 3x, okay, plus 3x. And 6 in 6, 1. 1 times negative 2, that's negative 2, okay, equal to 0. And yeah, from here, what you need to do is to simplify this so that you have 6x squared, then minus 4 plus minus 4x plus 3x, that will give you negative x minus 2 equal to 0. And this actually must be in the options that will be listed, right? So let's take a look at question number 8. Take a look at question number 8. So we are asked to make x the subject of formula, yeah, in this expression, this equation, right? So we have question number 8, d equals to 6 all over x minus y all over x. Okay, first thing you do is to bring, since you are making x extended formula and x is under your irrational, okay, so take care of this square root, right? I'll take the square of both sides. You take the square of both sides, that is this square. Okay, you have square root taking care of square root here. I mean square taking care of square root here. So you have this square 6 all over x minus y all over x. Okay, and the next thing is to find the LCM of this and this, because that will be x. Okay, x is x1, 1 times 6, that's 6 y, and x, s1, 1 times y, y. Okay, and from here, straight away, you divide and cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you'll be having x b squared, right, equal to 6 minus y. And if you divide both sides by b squared, that will give you 6 minus y all over b squared. And that is the final answer. So let's take question number 9. We are given a diagram. We are given this diagram in question number 9. And we have to find the value of x in the diagram, right? You need to recall that this is an exterior angle to this triangle, and exterior angle, exterior angle to this triangle, exterior angle to the triangle is equal to the sum of the other, I mean, the sum of the opposite angles. Okay, exterior angle to the triangle is equals to the sum of the two opposite triangles. What are the two opposite triangles of this exterior angle? This is angle x degree and angle 68. Therefore, 2x, which is the exterior angle, is equals to 68 degree plus x degree. And if you, from here, just collect the light and you have 2x degree minus x degree is equals to 68. Therefore, you have x to be equal to 68 degree. Okay? You have x to be equal to 68 degree. Straight away, you will actually find this among the options. Just choose it once uh, you have, yeah, once you come across a question like this. All right. Now let's go to question number 10. Let's go to question number 10. This question is under probability as a topic. Okay. Now, two bottles are drawn with replacement from a crate containing 8 Coke, 12 Fanta, and 4 Sprite bottles. Right. What is the probability that the first is Coke and the second is what? Is not. Uh, to start with, let's first and foremost determine our sample space, which is denoted as x, and that can be determined by the numbers of bottles, irrespective of the irrespective of the spices, the numbers of bottles we have, right? We have 8 coke, 8 bottles of coke, 12 bottles of Fanta and 4 bottles of Sprite. That's 24, right? You have 24 bottles altogether. 24 bottles. Okay. Now, following the question that we asked, we asked to find the probability of the first if two were pick one after the other with replacement. Okay. We have to find the probability that the first is Coke and the second is not. Now, first and foremost, probability of Coke. Probability. Let's C represent C imply Coke. Okay. And probabilities of okay numbers of Coke, numbers of C is equals to what? 8, right? Then probability of Coke is equals to 8, which is number of Coke all over total numbers of bottles you have in the crates. All right, and this will give you this gives us 1 all over 3. So if probability of Coke is 1 all over 3, probability of it not being Coke will be 1 all over, I mean sorry, probability of not Coke will be 1 minus 1 all over 3. Take note of that. Probability of an event happening. Once you get probability of an event happening, the probability of the event not happening is equal to 1 minus the probability of that event happening. That's just as simple as that. Okay, so that from here you have this to be equal to 2 all over 3. Okay, and straight away from here, all you need to do is to take the probability of both Coke and not Coke. That's probability of Coke, C, and not C to be equal to probability of C, okay, multiplied by probability of not C. And straight away you have 1 all over 3, which is probability of C, multiplied by 2 all over 3. And you have 2 all over 9. So